Hello there, good afternoon. My name is Baba Tando. I have the latest in the world of sports. Let's get talking right here, right now. An Accra High Court has adjourned the case between the Ghana Athletics Association and George Lutriot to 9th January 2019. Representatives of the Ghana Olympic Committee and the National Sports Authority were absent as the case was called in court earlier today. The court placed a perpetual injunction on the Ghana Athletics Association's elective Congress, restraining them from holding it scheduled for December 15 in Tamale. Dr. George Lutriot, former Ghana Athletics Association president, who is the first plaintiff among 15 others, filed a suit against Professor Francis Dodu, president of the GAA, Bawa Husseini, secretary general of the association, and the director general of the National Sports Authority, and the president of the Ghana Olympic Committee, as they have expressed dissatisfaction over the GAA electoral process. The plaintiffs, in their statement of claim, said the elections were being organized to favor few persons of their choices, of the choices of the current executive, while seeking the formation of an interim committee to manage the affairs of the association as the tenure of the current executive had expired. The plaintiffs also called for the postponement of the election with a new date and venue fixed by the interim committee. The court has set a date of 20th December 2018 for the hearing of the case. Now, away from athletics, let's do some politics now, shall we? And NDC flag bearer hopeful Professor Joshua Alabi has proposed measures to sports persons or to support sports persons, especially footballers in Ghana. Now, the former Vice Chancellor of the University of Professional Studies was addressing the press shortly after filing his nomination to lead the NDC in the 2020 elections.
We can use sports to create jobs for our people. It's a matter of thinking outside the box as a leader. And I've always said that if you're a leader or you want to lead, you spend 30 minutes of your time every day, quiet time, to think and strategize for the people you lead. Let's take sports. By His grace, we are endowed with very good footballers. These are footballers who can use their God-chosen talent to earn a living, help their families, and the whole country as a whole. And I'm saying that sportsmen need some level of support to progress to the next stage. So for Professor Joshua Alabi presidency, every Premier Division player and Division 1 player will be paid by central government.
All right, so he's talking about supporting footballers. Now, he outlines how his government intends to fund this support scheme and how excess monies will be used for, other development areas and create employment as well.
You ask me, where will I be making the money from? That will be your question. Now, before you are paid by central government, you need to have been registered by your club, and then you, the player, and government will enter into an agreement, and that at any point in time when you get contract outside, 5% of your monthly salary must come into the sports fund. Ladies and gentlemen, you realize how much you'll be making. We will make more than enough. I think you know that, because Asamajan 5%, Makesen 5%, you know. And at any point in time in this country, we have more than about 50 players playing in Europe. If we had done that, we would have created a very good fund. Now, this fund, the excess, will be used into football academies, thereby pulling them into employment. You follow? We'll use some, and then when you mature and you go, 5%. We'll use some to even create basketball academy. You know, when you go to Nigeria, Angola, they export basketballers to the NBA. It is big time money. You can use even some to create what we call boxing academy. You know, we have very good bosses here. So at any time, at any point in time, you'll be paying your 5%. Your 5%. Some of the players are not able to go to Europe. When they finish, you just see them walk around. The fund can help towards their pension fund. So you see, when you put a youth from the street into sports employment, and it has this multiply effect, I think you know that, into sports employment, they'll be more disciplined, more focused, useful to themselves, useful to their families and the country as a whole.
All right, we move away from Professor Joshua Alabi, but we still remain in politics. And Ghana President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo believes there will be sane football administration in the country after the NAS expose. In June this year, a documentary by the investigative journalist revealed widespread corruption in football in the country. President Akufo-Addo is confident that things will change for the better with the establishment of the Normalization Committee by FIFA actually.
I'm hoping for, out of what has happened, is that through this normalization committee, the government and FIFA worked out together to establish a new beginning in Ghanaian football administration is going to be started, because the process is there for them to make a new constitution and to begin at the beginning and put in a structure that hopefully will prevent the kind of things that we have seen in the past. That is my hope, and I think it should be the hope of all of us, that this game that we all adore. There's nobody in this country who loves football more than me. I'll say that as a matter of record. There's nobody in Ghana who loves football more than me. Anyone who knows me tells I'm a fanatic. But what the picture that was brought to us was not a picture that was encouraging. Something had to be done about it.
So there's more sports on the sports page of myjoyonline.com. I tweet at the handle at Baba Tando. Same for Instagram. Sports is done. Good afternoon.